hopeless, like a penny with a hole in it. Fucking with that boy, y'all the dollar. Now you show finished, leave the scene clean, nigga. No flaws, no witness, cold ending. As I proceed to gripping wood wheel and corner bending. Now it's the last sentence, last word of your ending. No pretending, I don't fabricate or fantasize. Before I execute, I meditate and strategize. Send your mama roses, hold the pain of passerby. I get the bread, that's the only way I'm pacified.
Carolina born from a Carolina breed. Welcome to Carolina where them boys stack cheese.
Well, you know.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that.
You want to put it down?
Yeah, I'm right, I'm good.
Alright.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Yada Dollar, man. I got my homeboy.
Sock, what up?
Hey, this is a Tweet Podcast where we give you a little bit of hip hop, inspiration, and entrepreneurship. Right now, we got my homegirl,
Khali.
Hey, and she designed apps. Let them know what you got going on, Khali.
Well, hey everybody, I'm Khali Gallman. I just did the Soda City Certified app. It's my second app. My first app is
Soda City.
Not Just Spring Break.
Okay, cool. So, I guess let's start them off. Like, what's the origin story on this? Like, why did you decide to do an app?
Years ago, about 5 years ago, I was living in Raleigh, North Carolina, but I was traveling with my job. And everywhere I would go, I would try to find something to do for young, urban people.
Yeah,
So, and I couldn't find anything. I was like, everything was just like, a bar or something like that. And so I was like, well, there needs to be a tool on your phone where you can actually access parties, concerts, comedy shows, but also like serious stuff like conferences or career fairs, that kind of thing too.
Wow.
And so I created the app, and so people can go on there and buy tickets to events. Right now, we're in 18 cities: Columbia, Atlanta, Chicago, New York, DC.
Wow, that's impressive. That's impressive.
People can go, and we also have vacation getaways on there too. So for anyone who, Memorial Day weekend, we have those getaways in Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic, things like that are on there too.
Okay.
Your app's kind of like, it sounds like a utility app. Like if you're going to go to a city or visit a city, it's definitely something you would want to have on your phone to help you navigate through your social life and just planning on what you got going on, period.
Definitely. I try to be a fixer, to try to provide solutions for people wanting to know what's going on.
I like the fact that, like I say, you're just not focusing on one aspect. Like, you have to be a partier in order to get on your app. Like you say, you might be a popular art show or something that's in town or something that people don't know about, and they can go on there and find that on the app as well.
And it'll help expand people's horizons. Like if you are one of those club goer types, you might see something else on the app that you kind of wanted to always get into, but you never knew that event was going on. So now you're in a situation like, hey, well, I can get these tickets for X amount of dollars, and boom, I'm in the place.
Something else tickle your fancy.
Yeah.
It's true. That was actually why I did it, because I used to be a club person, and I always try, or a nightlife person, I should say. Always going out, and there's more to life than just doing that. And you find you meet different kind of people, and just by going to an art show or something like that. So.
Yeah, that's dope, man. So we talked about the who and the what. You know what I mean? And we talked about the why. Let's talk about how you got into this. Like, how you came about deciding an app was something you were going to do.
So my background is in marketing and PR. So I went to school at Florida A&M University.
Okay. Shout out.
That's the Rattlers,
Rattlers, yes. I went there for business, for marketing, and then after I graduated, I moved back to Columbia. Started working for the city of Columbia as a public relations coordinator. So when I was there, I met so many people. I would help the city council representatives and the mayor with their speeches, proclamations, press releases, newsletters, photos, social media, just anything with marketing and public relations. And I then went to USC. Had to think for a moment. I went to USC, got my MBA, and moved to Raleigh. And so when I decided to come up with an app, I knew that I would have to do something with marketing and promotions within it. And then I just started doing a lot of reading. I moved to Raleigh. I had a 2-year contract, and when my contract ended, instead of going straight back to work or trying to look for work, I gave myself 6 months to kind of do what I wanted to do and figure it out. So
hey, that's awesome.
I learned about apps. I also wrote a book, you know, during that time too, and then I put the app together. So.
Yeah, let me put this out here. Like, it's not like she just thought of an app and went to a company and got it built. She actually built these apps, you know what I'm saying? She built this app, you know what I'm saying? From the ground floor up, you know what I'm saying? So
learning how to code.
Yeah.
I had to learn a lot in coding and just how to submit it to the app store. So back in the day, like 5 years ago, I would have to submit like the APK codes to the Apple Store and then to Google Play. And now you don't have to do it. Now a company does it and they submit it to the store for you.
Makes it easier.
It makes the headache easier, especially for people who weren't tech people like myself. And so I'm actually taking a coding class starting next Monday to try to like learn more about it, because that's not.
I mean, don't get it wrong. It does help because, like I said, it saves you money. You know what I'm saying? Doing it yourself.
Can I ask you a question in regards to that coding class? Where is it located at? Is that, I don't want to not.
So, Richland County Library did a advertisement back in, I think, September for a master class. They're doing some master class series for different industries, and coding was one of them. And so, with coding, you have to take like elective classes too, and then like coding, and it's like a graduation. So it's like a real thing that they just now starting. So
you might need to check out that Richland County School District. I mean, that Richland County Library website to see what's up with those master classes, because I had no idea.
They had music production was one of them. With what's his name? Who's popular here?
Fat Rat.
I
knew you was gonna say.
Yeah, Fat Rat is the instructor for.
Shout out Fat Rat.
They have culinary. They have video production.
Okay.
They had like all kind of different master classes.
Does it cost anything to take?
No, it's free. You just have to apply and they select you.
Is it a limited amount of people that can come, or do they like, you know, is that?
Now that I don't know, because they just started.
Gotcha.
So we're the pilot class. So
Yeah.
I'm sure they're trying to figure some things out.
That's what's up.
Wow.
That's what's up. Now we asked a couple questions about music and hip hop. You know what I mean? So I guess I would frame the question like this again: if you wake up one morning and you see, I don't know, 1,000 people downloaded the app just overnight, like, oh my God, like what's the music you gonna look at, or what's the music you gonna go to like, not necessarily celebrate, but to like fuel your grind so you can keep going?
When it comes to motivational music, I guess in that range, because I mean, even with like every morning when I go to the gym and I listen to something when I'm on a treadmill, it's probably, I'm kind of old, so
What kind of?
it's not gonna be anything.
There you go.
Not anything recent. It'll probably be something like a old Jeezy Thug Motivation or Gangsta Grills.
Don't be afraid when we was on camera, you said UGK and Goody Mob.
Goody Mob, UGK, Outkast. Those are my favorite group is Goody Mob, Outkast. But yeah, that's probably what I listen to.
Yeah, something that's gonna get you crunk, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That, you know, you can actually think too.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So I guess let me see, who, what, when, where, why, how, and we talked on the music. Inspiration wise, who was your inspiration, or do you have somebody you look to, like for maybe I don't want to say a life coach, but somebody who, you know what I mean, kind of challenge your energy so you can keep pushing forward? Like, who was that beacon of life for you?
I I guess I would say my parents.
Yeah.
Because the reason why I did move back here was to help them with my grandma, take care of her. So I kind of do a lot of motivation. My motivation comes from them, trying to make sure that I make them proud, and hopefully one day I can take care of them.
Definitely.
That's awesome, man. With Khali, I am humbled. I'm like extremely glad Rico, shout out to Rico, he put the because he put your app on his Facebook page. That's how I saw it, and that's the reason why I reached out, because I was like, it seemed like that was the exact type. You were the exact type person I was trying to get on the show. I'm trying to get on the podcast, just so you can speak on everything you have so far. You know what I mean? So I want to commend you for being on some 2020 stuff. You know what I mean? Like, because Columbia is lacking behind in a lot of areas. So I feel like you really pushing not just the culture, but the city forward with this. You know what I mean?
I hope so. I mean, I have gotten some apprehension, some pushback, so far.
You're going to get that, though.
It'll happen, but,
that's gonna happen. Yeah.
I hope so. I mean, I feel like being from Columbia, born and raised, it's like I'm proud of 803.
Yeah.
I'm proud of it, and I know that we have so much more to accomplish. We could be like a Charlotte or Atlanta, but still have that hometown feel. And there are just certain things, just from an artistic standpoint, like the 5 Points postcard and, the mural at 5 Points, or like the Hootie and the Blowfish monument. They're things that, people don't really know about unless you go to those areas. So that's why I actually created Soda City Certified, so that people can actually see, where they are around town and actually get rewarded for going to those places.
Oh, okay. So we didn't really speak on the app in that regard. Let's talk about that before we close out. So the app is set up to where you can go around Columbia and accumulate points for going to different landmarks.
Yeah. So landmarks and places, attractions. So Soda City Certified is available for free on both platforms, Apple and Google Play. And people can go to certain places on the app, and you have to be able to you have to be in the place. So we fix the coordinates so that you can't just drive by to get your little points. Once you go in the place, you check in, it alerts you, and you get 25 points. You get more points for sharing. So if you take a picture, if you share on Facebook or Twitter, you get more points there. And it's also a little pop-up. So like I know for MLK Day, it's not on the app all the time, but for MLK Day, we gave 250 points for anyone who checked into the Stone of Hope in MLK Park downtown. So it's different ways. It's keep people on their toes, and
kind of a game, sort of,
Keeps everybody engaged.
So when people reach 5,000 points at the end of the year, they'll be deemed Soda City Certified. Top 3 people get $500 each. We also have other components.
Well, you paying people to party. I mean,
that's what it sounds like.
I mean, so it's something in it for everybody. We also have a deals component on there where we're working with local restaurants, just breweries, any kind of person who wants a deal. So right now we have a realtor on there who's Shayla Riley is giving away a $100 Home Depot gift card at closing for people who see that deal on there.
Look at that.
So you don't have to be a restaurant, but basically if you are, put your deal on there, they can have tiered systems on there too. So let's say if you want to get 100 points, you go to that restaurant and you can deduct 25 points to get a drink from there, or a sandwich or something. So it's kind of like a reward system within it. Last component, well, we also have events component too. So we have certain Soda City Certified events on there. People check into events, they get points. And then the last component is the Who's Who component. So we know Columbia is a handshake town. And so everybody here is like always at 6 degrees of separation.
Yeah.
So we put a who's who component on there for different industries for people to find people. So whether they need to find a plumber, auto technician, lawyer, doctor, realtor, you know, that kind of thing. People can be a part of the app in the who's who component, and you can go on the app, you can call the person directly from the app, email, go to their social media, you know, all kind of things directly from the app.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I downloaded the app to support, but I'm glad I did, because as she explained it, it sounds like a utility knife for the city. Like, if you're gonna be someplace, this is an app you definitely gonna need. Soda City certified, man. I don't know what number I am, but I'm about to climb up the chart. So that 1, 2, and 3 person need to step their game up. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a heads up now.
That's real.
Well, hopefully, I mean, we just launched it last week, so hopefully we get some traction in there. We were mentioning in Cola Today, which is a really big morning newsletter every day.
Gotcha.
Columbia Business Journal so far.
Yeah. Shout it out. Shout it out.
We're getting around.
Yeah,
We're getting around. So.
That's what's up, man. But hey, you want to go ahead and close it out, bro?
Hey, well, I'll first off tell them again the app name. You know what I'm saying? Again, so I want to make sure they know it because, like I said,
Download it.
Download it.
Even if you're not in Columbia, you still need to
If you
download
visit Columbia,
If
download
you
it.
visit Columbia as well too. It's called Soda City Certified. It is available for free on Apple and
My bad.
but it's available for free on Apple and Google Play devices, and yeah, just log in so you can be Soda City certified. Well, y'all never gave me a chance to ask y'all any questions.
Okay.
So let me see. So tell me more about the podcast. Like, why? How did this even come about for y'all?
Okay.
Okay, so let me see. Be honest with you, I jumped back on Facebook after I got situated in my house and everything because I wanted to get the family situated, and I've been like chilling for like the last couple of years, so I wanted to do something to basically make my hustle muscle strong again. And I jumped back on Facebook so it can kind of tell me, because I wasn't on social media the whole time, to try to figure out what could I do to get some I ain't gonna say generate income, but you know what I mean, just to try to work towards something. One of my friends had a podcast that they was trying to work on. We didn't really see eye to eye on what we was trying to do, so I decided I was gonna start my own. And whereas it was kind of hip hop oriented when I started, I realized there was so much more out there I can go towards. So if I had to sum up the podcast in 3 words, I would say entrepreneurship, hip hop, and inspiration. And with those 3 things, I felt like I can kind of wrap all those together to make 1-5 podcast. And that's pretty much where we at.
Now, I remember you saying y'all went to middle school together.
Yeah. Since 6th grade.
Yeah, I asked my homeboy, Sock, to be on the show because number 1, I know him. Number 2, I know he's intelligent. Number 3, it's good to have somebody in your corner that's reliable. So when something like, hey, she need to be here at 4 o'clock, can you make it? Yeah, I got it. You know what I mean? He can show up. And that's a beautiful thing in itself. And just with that type of loyalty involved, it makes me want to go harder to try to make this go to the next level. You know what I mean? To let him know him spending his time here not in vain.
Yeah, well he sold me on it because, like I said, it was his idea, it was his baby. Don't get it wrong, like I said. So he just came to my house one day and, hey, look, man, like, you know, what you think about being on the podcast? And then he explained, you know, I was like, well, it's exactly gonna be. It's just gonna be a rap podcast. Nah, I'm trying to get like people on the city. I'm trying to put people on. I'm trying to talk to entrepreneurs and everything. Then I might get their angle on the rap, you know what I'm saying, or what type of music they're into as well. But he was like, you know, mainly I want to be able to give a platform for people to sit back and talk about what they do, and then also sit back and give a platform for people to listen about how people sit back and do other things in life that they might not know about, that they can sit back and endeavor into, and sit back and like, oh, okay, I don't have to just be a teacher or a doctor or a police officer or an athlete or a rapper. You know, I could sit back and be an architect. I could be a marketer you know what I'm saying, marketing manager or
Or
something
app
like
builder.
that. Or yeah, exactly.
You know,
It's
real
plenty.
estate.
It's worlds of stuff you can do out here.
It's true.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So to hear somebody else that's been successful at doing something that you've never heard of might just open up your eyes and your mind to a whole different thing, you know, in a different way that you could go in life.
Yeah, basically he touched on what I was gonna say. Try to make people realize that you don't have to be complacent in what you got going on in life. If you have a good job, that's cool. But with the type of society we live in, money is like something you got to have. You know what I mean? And it's not necessarily not necessarily just having money for you. It's accumulating enough money to where you can actually save, invest, have some money for your, you know what I mean, your kids, or close the generational wealth gap in between different cultures, you know what I mean, for what we got going on here in South Carolina. So for you to come on here and talk about your app and to talk about the spotlight you shining on the city, like, that's huge for me again. So I just want to say thank you. I can't show enough gratitude because you don't have to be here, you know what I mean? So I really appreciate it.
No, I mean, I appreciate you all for inviting me. I think what you all are doing is so inspirational. And like, as you said, like, you know, I was saying earlier how I was talking to a friend about how when I was at Spring Valley, we didn't know anything about other avenues to be successful or to make money. And so by you showcasing, I know you said I'm like the 9th person here that y'all
Yeah,
come. So,
episode 9, baby.
yeah, so that's pretty awesome that you all are showcasing different ways to make money outside of the, you know, normal lawyer, teacher, doctor kind of
The
thing.
stuff that's just obvious.
Yeah, so that's good.
Word, man. Sound, wisdom, examining everyone's perspective. The sweet. That's what we're trying to bring y'all, man. A little bit of entrepreneurship, hip hop, and inspiration. Every Tuesday and Thursday, you better watch for the sweet, man.
I'm just certified. Believe that. Believe that.
As soon as you download the app, go to the YouTube, hit the like and subscribe on the Sweet Podcast. It's your boy Yada Dollar, man. I got my dog.
Sock, what up? What up?
Hey, Khali. Humble. Thank you so much for coming.
Most
Thank y'all
definitely.
for
Most
having
definitely.
me.
Really appreciate
Thank
that.
you so
Definitely.
much.
Indeed.
Breed, welcome to Carolina where them boys stack cheese.